Hi everyone, this video focuses on the concept of a vanishing dismissal and some good case law we have in the EAT Employment Appeals Tribunal, which reminds us of the principles of vanishing dismissals even. So we have the case of marangarcus and Iceland Foods. In that case, the employee was dismissed for gross misconduct and subsequently appealed the decision, confirming that she wanted to be reinstated as a result of the appeal, which is quite usual in these circumstances. Now, at the appeal hearing she attended, she stated that she believed trust and confidence had broken down to the extent that she no longer wanted to be reinstated. She wanted an apology and some compensation. Now, the appeal was successful. Iceland decided to reinstate the employee, and she did not then return. As a result, Iceland then dismissed the employee for misconduct on the basis that she'd failed to return to work and had therefore taken unauthorised absence. Now, the Employment Tribunal at first instance confirmed that they had no jurisdiction to hear the claim. The employee had alleged unfair dismissal in relation to the first dismissal, which was subsequently appealed. And the tribunal confirmed that there was no such dismissal in those circumstances. That's because when the appeal was heard and the employee was reinstated, the dismissal again, had essentially vanished. So the employee appeals to the Employment Appeals Tribunal and they reject that appeal. Now, the principle is clear. If an appeal is successful, the parties are bound to treat that dismissal as not having occurred, irrespective of the employee's subjective wishes. So it's not enough that an employee goes into an appeal hearing and says, I don't want to be reinstated. The fact is that if that appeal is successful and the employee is reinstated, it is treated at law as there having been no dismissal. What the employee should have done in the circumstances, if she wanted compensation and wanted the ability to bring a claim, is expressly withdraw that appeal at some point prior to the decision having been made. She could have stated that at any time. She did say that she wanted compensation and that she didn't want her job back, but she did continue to participate in the appeal hearing. There was no, on any objective analysis, no express decision or indication that the employee wanted to withdraw the appeal. So where does that leave us tactically? We will often have circumstances where an employee appeals, but we're aware that they've got another job already. Tactically, therefore, the employer may decide to reinstate on the full knowledge that the employee is not going to agree and come back if they've got another job. So it severely weakens their position because it's then practically impossible to bring an unfair dismissal claim because that dismissal has vanished. The downside to that approach is that any lost pay between the date of dismissal and the date of reinstatement would have to be reimbursed, and just like the Iceland case, the employer would also have an employee back on the books who they need to issue a fresh notice of dismissal to. So it's something to bear in mind tactically that can be used in circumstances where an employer wants to try to extinguish the possibility of a claim. It would generally work if we know the employee has definitely moved on and would not be interested in coming back, because they could actually call you bluff and accept reinstatement. If you do need any advice on this case or these principles or any employment law matter generally, do visit the website chadwicklawrence.co.uk or email employmenthub@chadlaw.co.uk. Thank you.